This is Lowa Abreu, the Rose family, here with Freakyfrige Entertainment. And can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Anna Bezania. I'm from Chicago, and I'm finishing school at the New School in Urban Studies. I'm also involved in the art space. It's open proposal based. It's called Ammo Studios. Our mission is to provide a free space for people. No cost, all it takes is an email. And I think that's important because art should be for people, it's not about the money. I'm an artist as well. Right now I don't have a studio space of my own, so it's been a little difficult finishing school and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all I've ever really been. That and art and bringing people together are the two things that I care about the most.
Okay, and so I would like for you to explain to the public, why did we meet today?
We met today because I am working on a project in which I am interviewing residents and businesses and art spaces in the Lower East Side, because I'm interested in the kind of relationships that are created. I'm interested in the changes that have occurred and whether art spaces can be a place of unity or whether they're a place of exclusion. And I met with a resident who lives on Eldridge Street named Patsy, and she introduced me to Lowa. And we've been sitting here talking about the history, the changes, the struggles. And where we're sitting right now has been such a central place in this. So it's been.
And while we was talking, there was people that were sitting next to us that agree with us and say that these locations that we're talking about, they are giving a hand to artists and providing artist space. You know, in the Lower East Side, we need a lot of that stuff because, you know, to work with the youth is to work with the future. And we're losing our future because they're not provided with these places. They're hanging out in the corners. You know, they're smoking their pot, they have nothing but time in their hands, and they're doing all the wrongs and all the mistakes. And these places that we could provide could be everything, not just art spaces, so they could learn how to document people, use cameras, so they could learn how to use equipment, learn how to edit, learn to be artistic, you know, and tell them that they can do it, and support them, and we can see that we have more smarter people in this world. And everything that has to do with money never gets to make it in there, because I was one of those people standing out there, and when I got in they said you got something to pay, and when they said the price I couldn't afford it. So we're looking to help all kinds of people. Even if you have money, you gotta come in the door. That's what we try and say, that it's free for everyone.
Why is there a divide between the storefront and the street? You know, why does that have to be that way? Why can't the door always be open? You know, there's this sort of, it's almost assumption or stigma, or the white cube gallery thing brings with it oh, you need to have money now, you know, talk to people. And I mean, I'm in the art world fully. I've interned at commercial galleries, and I still walk into spaces. And the other day I walked into a space on Orchard Street, and the artist was somebody that I knew, kind of, and I liked the work a lot, and the gallery assistant was in there talking to some people who I think wanted to buy the art, and I don't know, I said something, I was like, oh, this is really beautiful, I know this person, and she kind of just oh yeah, okay, yeah, and just kind of turned around and got back to where the money was at, you know. I mean, there's still just this, why can't I say that? Why can't I have a conversation with you just because I don't have a price tag on my face? Fuck that, you know? Yeah. And it has to be more than art, I agree.
Yeah, it has to be more than art. I'm a photographer, and I build my backgrounds on anything, so I'm more experimental, whatever. So I got they threw me out of this bar the other day, Double Down Salon. And yeah, so I'm attracted to the art in the back, you know, it's intriguing to me. So I said, well, let me take a few pictures here. So I bring some girls that I'm working with, and I'm a small photo shoot. I'm an upcoming artist. Don't even got the major, big boom cameras, but I think that I do great with what I got now. So I didn't do it for free because I also bought some drinks. So I also am a paying customer. So they came to the back. They were like, "What is this?" I was like, "We just took a few pictures, just like people take with their phones. They don't think this is a camera." So he says, "Oh, you can't do this." I said, "Well, I just bought some drinks, and I usually come here. I'm a native I live right around the corner for 38 years, and so." Can I get a chance? I said, I really thank you. I appreciate it. Even the time, I'm almost done. A few more pictures? Yes, please? Okay, hurry up. But as soon as I was done, they said, pack it up and go. Whoa, I said I was done. I can't finish up here. So then they said, oh, you know Donald? I was like, who's Donald? They was like, Donald's the owner. Oh, Donald, the owner? I was like, here's my number. Tell him to call me. I would love to say thank you. He called me. And he said, so explain to me what happened. And I was like, well, I walked in, I was with some girls, and I'm attracted to your art, and I took a few pictures, and that's all it was. And I didn't get paid for it. I'm not getting paid for this. So it's just, I got inspired. So he says, oh, well, you should tell me what's going on. I was like, wait, that's unprofessional right there. I'm sorry, I didn't ask your permission. I said, but I would love to use the space again. Is this your number that you called me from? He was like, yes. I was like, next time I will call you ahead of time. I shook his hand, and then I see there are people that are willing to work in the community.
But it took a little bit.
It took a little bit because I had to show that I'm not that person. Just because he's angry at me, I'm not going to reverse it and make it a whole argument. So I gave him you know something? I'm wrong. You're right. And people love to be right. And right there, I call him up. It's about also not making yourself look good. I wasn't looking good. I didn't ask permission, so I said, he's right. I give him all the rights, and then he says, well, this guy, at least he acknowledged why I was mad. So I will give him a chance whenever he calls, and we are available. So that's the good thing about being open-minded, a leader, strong individual, you make it happen wherever you go. And that's what the Lower East Side is. And that's who we are.
Studying, interviewing people on relationships in the Lower East Side, especially with art spaces, what they do for people on a level that's not
downtown
money. Just how the neighborhood has changed, and that's why I'm here today.
Yeah, and I want you to look out. We're putting a buzz out there, starting an awareness of art that we'll be able to use any space around here and create beautiful art for beautiful people. See you guys then. Bye bye.
Japanese dinner with some Japanese hoes. About to go Tokyo. She say when